Football, a sport that connects millions across countries, across continents, across the world. A passion that transcends time and space. A love strong enough to elevate us to the highest of highs in euphoric bliss, or leave us plummeting to the depths with devastating heartbreak. Join us as we explore some of the most memorable moments in recent footballing history, along with the impacts they may have had on players, teams, and the beautiful game as a whole. Welcome to the Split Second. What is up, guys? Welcome to today's episode. And for today's episode, I thought it would be really appropriate to look back at when one of the most talented footballing icons kind of lost his cool in the heat of a moment and probably lost his opportunity at tasting glory at one of the greatest stages of all time. But for that, we gotta go back to 2006, the 9th of July, Berlin Stadium, the World Cup final, Italy versus France. The Italian squad was stacked full of defensive talent, Gianluigi Buffon between the sticks, and Fabio Cannavaro at the heart of midfield, while Andrea Pirlo dictated things from deep in midfield, and the likes of Francesco Totti and Alessandro Del Piero provided so much creativity that Italy went into this World Cup as one of the favorites. But they met one of the other favorites in the final, France. The French side was no slouch either, with the double pivot of Patrick Vieira and Claude Makélélé holding things together in midfield, allowing the silky and slick Zinedine Zidane to take up a number 10 creative playmaker role behind Arsenal goal scorer Thierry Henry. For Zidane, this would be an exceptionally crucial match. Months before, Zidane had announced that this would be his final year of professional football and he would hang up his boots after the World Cup tournament. For him, it would be the golden opportunity to cap off his professional career with the greatest footballing trophy of them all. Despite this being a match of 11 players versus 11 players, the match would be headlined by two players in particular, Marco Materazzi for the Italians and Zinedine Zidane for the French. Zidane would open the scoring in the match from the penalty spot after a clumsy tackle in the Italian box. Zidane takes it so slickly and so coolly, a Panenka penalty, putting all of his faith in knowing that the keeper is going to commit to either side and dive either way so he can just sort of chip the ball down the middle. It's an incredibly audacious goal, but it's a beautiful one nonetheless. The Italians were not taking it lying down though. Marco Materazzi scoring from a corner in the 19th minute, just heading the ball past the goalkeeper into the net. It's now 1-1 and the match stayed that way for the duration of normal time, until eventually in extra time, in the 110th minute, Zidane with an absolute moment of madness. He turns around, looks Materazzi square in the eye and headbutts him right in the middle of the chest. Materazzi goes down, clutching his chest in a fetal position on the floor. The ref misses it, but the fourth official draws his attention to it. The ref discusses it, goes back to Zidane and shows him a straight red. Zidane tries to plead his case, but there's nothing you can do. It's violent conduct, a straight red card, a deserved response. Italy went on to win the match on penalties. It came time for David Trezeguet to step up and take his penalty for the French after the Italians had converted 4 of theirs, and yeah, he sends Buffon the wrong way, but all of that power was for naught because the placement was just fractionally off. The ball hits the underside of the bar and comes out. And unfortunately for France, Italy win 5-3 on penalties. Now, I thought about doing this video for a while, but I think it's super appropriate that I did it now because Marco Materazzi actually came out last week and admitted that he had said something very nasty to Zinedine Zidane. So Zidane thought he was being a smart ass by asking Materazzi if he wanted to take his shirt after the match. And Marco Materazzi responded by saying, "I'd much rather have your sister instead." Zidane's head went completely blank. All he saw was red, and You can see he has the opportunity to walk away from Materazzi, but he actually turns around just to plant that headbutt square in Materazzi's chest. Materazzi got inside Zidane's head, and it's not something you expect from a professional footballer from either one of them. Italy was so phenomenally talented that Materazzi didn't really have to stoop that low for an opportunity to win the World Cup. And Zidane should have probably responded in a better way. I know the French president at the time said that he understood why Zidane did what he did, but that didn't make it acceptable. Zidane instead should have gone on to play the full match and do his best along with his teammates to win the trophy. And after they were successful, go ahead up to Materazzi and rub it in his face. But instead Zidane gave into his fury, and because of that, France lost out on their opportunity to win yet another World Cup. Zidane and Henry would at least end the tournament with 3 goals apiece, and Zidane would win the Golden Ball as the best player of the tournament. Andrea Pirlo was voted man of the match for Italy. But I think at the end of the day, despite the fact that there were so many phenomenally talented players on the pitch and there were so many moments of brilliance, it is this moment that the match will always be remembered for. Not a moment of magic, but instead a moment of pure madness. Hi, thank you for making it to the end of this video. We really appreciate the watch time and the fact that you took some time out of your day to spend it with us talking about the sport that we all love. If you enjoyed the content, why not, drop a like down below or comment in the comment section. Maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. And I mean, while you are here right now, have a look at some of our old videos too. They should be appearing on the screen right now, along with that subscribe button. So you know exactly what to do. Thank you so much. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And have a great day out there. And we hope to see you again very, very soon. Thanks. Stay safe.